over 10,000 apprentice graduates in support of the operational needs of Newport News Shipbuilding. The Apprentice Athletics program has fielded over 300 teams in 12 different sports over the years, and in the past 15 years has earned 9 national championship titles. Please join us as we celebrate over 100 years of craftsmanship, scholarship, and leadership. And ladies and gentlemen, the Apprentice School, the New South Athletic Conference, and the USCAA promote good sportsmanship from student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. We thank you for your cooperation. ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starters for the visiting Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian University. Playing center field, number 3, Travis Snell. And right field, number 22, Josiah Collado. At shortstop, number 1, R.J. Cabrera. Doing the catching, number 27, Landon Miller. At third base, number 2, Darius Boswell. Playing second base, number 24, Titus Bleckley. The designated hitter, number 20, Nolan Colwell. In left field, number 6, Jack Belikovich. At first base, number 11, Nick Boyle. And starting pitcher, number 18, Colin Langley. And now, fans, let's meet the starters for your Apprentice School Builders. Playing left field, number 0, Nick Neary. At shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston.
All right. Welcome into War Memorial Stadium on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm sorry. I'm a day off. I really want to get this week over. It's Friday. But it is that beautiful that it makes me feel like it's a Saturday. 70 degrees out, very few clouds. I'll say a little breeze, but it's actually a decent wind blowing out right now to center field. But that's just other semantics for today. So let's start off with the batting order for the visitors for the Mustangs. For the MacU Mustangs, there it is. Leading off, playing center field is Snell. Playing right field and batting second is Collado. The shortstop, Cabrera, is batting third. The catcher, Miller, is batting fourth. Boswell's playing third and batting fifth. Bleckley is batting sixth. And playing second, the DH is Colwell. Velachevich is batting eighth and playing left, and the first baseman, Doyle, Boyle is batting ninth. Builders in the field, little different today than what's been we've come accustomed to. Here it is. We got Yeri in left, Mason Cox in center, Jet Winslow in right. Around the horn, Landon Turner's playing third, Cam Weston at short, Cam Richardson at second, Hunter Johnson's at first. Nick Redmond's doing the pitching today, and Caleb Russell's doing the catching. Nick Redmond is boasting a 2.74 ERA so far this season, 1-1 win-loss record. I lost my line. He's got 7 appearances, 4 starts. He's thrown 1 complete game. And he does have a save. Batters are hitting 283 against him this season so far. So here's the first pitch. Right at 155. So a little early on first pitch, but that's okay. First 2 pitches are balls. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, I added a ball. These 2 teams played Wednesday. Ball 3. These 2 teams played Wednesday in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Home for MacU. MacU won both of those games. Called strike. Foot count is full, 3-2. So in essence, I honestly don't know off the top of my head if this is the last meeting, but we took the first 2, they took the last 2, so today is, we'll say, for winner take all for now. And he draws a walk. So Snell gets on to lead off the game with a walk. And that'll bring up Josiah Collado. Ball 1 to Josiah. Sitting there for strike 1. Counts even, 1-1. There's Travis Snell at first. Oh, throw over, back safely. 1-2 count. So RJ Collado. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
The shortstop, number 1, RJ Cabrera.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, RJ Cabrera. Count is even at 1-1. Runner goes. And he's in safely. So the throw from Caleb is off the line. That pitch is popped high to left. Nate Erie's under it. Makes a catch for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 27, Landon Miller.
That'll bring up the catcher, Landon Miller. So Miller's batting .388. He's had 8 doubles, 5 home runs, and driven in 29 runs so far this season. First pitch she sees from Redmond. He hits into left field as well. And what a catch by Nate Erie on that diving catch out there in left field to avert any runs being scored. So MacU gets no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll be back for the Apprentice School half of the inning in just a moment.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium. It's time for the Builders half of the first inning. Let's go ahead and take a look at MacU in the field. So in the field, MacU's going to line up like this. You got Velocevic in left, Snell in center, Collado in right, Boswell's at third, Cabrera's at short, Bleckley's at second, Boyle's at first. Langley's pitching and Miller's doing the catching. So how are the Builders going to attack this team? Well, here's their batting order for today. We got Nate Erie leading off, followed by Cam Weston. Jeremy Harmon's batting third. Jet Winslow fourth. Caleb Russell fifth. Hunter Johnson is batting seventh. Mason Cox eighth. I'm sorry, I'm off. Mason Cox is seventh. Cam Richardson is eighth, and Landon Turner is ninth. And the first pitch to Nate is outside, ball 1. Two and 0 is the count to Nate Erie. Let's see, Nate. That's pitching. Nate grounds that one to the first baseman. He kind of bobbles it. He's going to flip it to the pitcher and get the out.
Batting next, the shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston.
So that'll bring up Cam Weston. Cam is batting .246 on the season. He's got 4 doubles, 2 home runs, and driven in 15 for the Builders so far this year. First pitch he sees is popped out of play. Hits that one back up the middle, high and into center. Back goes Schnell, and he makes the play. So that'll bring up Jeremy Harmon, the DH. Jeremy's leading the team in batting this season so far. He's batting .390 on the year. He's got 7 doubles, 2 home runs, and driven in 24. And And that first pitch was an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Hit hard back into center field. Back goes the center fielder. I think it's going to get over his head, and it does. It bounced, one hops the wall. Center fielder misplayed it, and Harmon is in with a stand-up double. So Jeremy Harmon leads things off for the Builders with a stand-up double. That'll bring Jet Winslow to the plate. Jets up with a runner in scoring position. Let's see if the Builders can do what Mackey couldn't and get a run across. Pitch. Softly hit to second. It's picked up and thrown to first. That'll do it for the Builders half. No runs, one hit, no errors. One man left on base. We'll be back for the top of the second inning in just a moment.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Right, top of the second inning. Leading off is Boswell. So Darius Boswell. Darius is batting .359 on the season. No home runs, but 26 RBIs, 14 RBIs. And he flies that one high to center. Mason Cox makes the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Titus Bleckley. First pitch from Redmond. Outside, ball one. Foul tip, back to the netting. Count is even at 1-1. One. Strike two. Bleckley is batting .235 on the season so far. 8 RBIs, 5 doubles. Counts even at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Redmond. Reached and poked out of play over the third base dugout. And Bounces into the parking lot. Hit hard to second. He scoops it up, fires over to first for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Nolan Colwell. The DH for today. Colwell's batting .384 on the season. 4 doubles and driven in 13 runs. First pitch he saw was a ball. Second one, he swung through. I believe I heard it tip the bat. So we'll say it was a foul tip strike. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs. Another tip back to the screen. 1-2. Kicks, fires, fouls that one back just to my right. It'll probably hit the parking lot. Nick Redmond back on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. Inside. Counts even at 2-2. Mustangs DH has seen a 2-2 count. Fouls that back to the screen. He's had a good at-bat fighting off pitches. Outside, count is full. 3-2. The payoff pitch to Nolan. And he walks him. Oops, wrong button. That's not what I wanted to reset. So that'll bring up Jack Volakovich. The left fielder. First pitch he sees, he fouls away. Jack is batting .271 on the season. 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 15 runs driven in. So strike. So Jack's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. To the builder lefty. Runner on first. Pop straight up over my head, out of play. So this wide shot here, the camera is kind of unprotected. It's just on the deck right outside the press box to my right. One and two's the count. To the Mustang left fielder. And he just softly tips that one to Caleb. He takes care of it, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left again. We'll be back for the Builder half of the second inning in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Right, welcome back here to War Memorial Stadium for the Builder half of the second inning. Leading off is number 9, Caleb Russell, who just recorded that last out of the last half inning. Caleb's batting .242 on the season. Driven in 15 runs as he pulls that ball pitch foul out of play. Down the third base line. Off-speed pitch from Langley, strike 2. Let's see, Langley. I'm trying to find his pitching stats. Hit kind of sharply up the middle. That'll get through, and Caleb's on with a leadoff single.
Now coming to the plate, the first baseman, number 22, Hunter Johnson.
That'll bring up Hunter Johnson. Number 22 for the Builders.
Running for the catcher at first base, number 33, Tyler Smith.
Builders playing, I believe, with the NAI rules today, so they're utilizing the courtesy runner for Caleb Russell. Swing and a miss from Hunter. Langley's got a 3.57 ERA. He's 4-1 on the season. Appeared in 8 games, has 6 starts. Opponents are hitting .263 against him. Hunter hooks, slices, however you want to call that. Foul out of play. 0-2. Hunter's batting .344 on the season with 11 RBIs. He's got a triple and 4 doubles. Pitches outside. Count is not even at 1-1. One and two's the count. And he pulls that in the hole between first and second.
Now batting the center fielder, number 24, Mason Cox.
I'm going to have to go change that in between innings. I was hoping to go with the autofocus, but it doesn't want to stay focused, which is annoying. That'll bring Mason Cox to the plate. Builder's center fielder today. Mason Cox is batting .263 on the season. 4 doubles, a triple, 1 home run, and 10 RBIs. And he fouls that pitch up over my head. So the count's even at 1-1. Inside, ball 2. First baseman's playing in on the dirt. Or, I'm sorry, in on the grass, not the dirt. Third baseman looks like he's ready to charge. Almost. That pitch is hit out of play. Not out of play, but hit foul. Still fielded by the third baseman over there. Count's still even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. He was way in front of that off-speed pitch. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the second baseman, Cam Richardson. Richardson is batting .358 on the season. 4 doubles, a triple, and 9 runs batted in. First pitch, Cam sees as a ball. Ball too high. So the Builders have Tyler Smith on second, Hunter Johnson on first. The 2 O's right down the middle, strike 1. There we go. It's back to in focus. 2-1 pitch, hit right back up the middle. Scooped up by the second baseman. But no way they're getting Cam at first. Ball's hit too soft.
Now at the plate, the third baseman, number 12, Landon Turner.
So it'll bring up Landon Turner, the third baseman for the Builders today. Runners at the corners. Landon is batting .304, and he hits that ball high into center. But the center fielder's there to make the play, and that'll do it. So the Builders, no damage done, no runs. Sorry. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. We'll be back for the top of the third inning here at War Memorial Stadium in just a moment.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium, top of the third inning. No score yet. Builders got 3 hits. That's only, I will say, some of the difference. The Mustangs do have 2 walks, so each team has had runners in both innings. Nick Boyle's up. First pitch he sees is a strike. Boyle is batting .315 on the season. He's got 4 doubles, 1 home run, and 11 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Redmond's quickly 2-0. Or I'm sorry, 0-2. Head in the count. Redmond. There's no way that ball hit him. So Redmond threw 2 innings. He's given up no hits, no runs, and walked 2. He struck out 1. So the umpires get together, talk it out, and they say it didn't hit him. So 1-2's the count. That pitch is outside. Two and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He got Boyle swinging. So that'll bring up Travis Snell. He walked his first at bat. And of course, since that cleared up, I forgot to go fix it. That pitch was way too close for comfort for my camera. Oh. Counts even 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Three and one's the count to the Mustang leadoff hitter. And he's worked his second walk.
Right fielder, number 22, Josiah Collado.
So that'll bring up the right fielder, Josiah Collado. Collado struck out his first at bat. First pitch he sees is high. Second pitch was also a ball. Foul back. I'm just hitting buttons trying to get rid of stuff, and that's not going to work. The 2-1 pitch from Redmond. Runner goes. And that throw is on the money, except Cam couldn't hold on to it. So the runner is safe at second. They ended up calling him out anyway. No, they said no. I have no clue what just happened. But they sent him back. I'm looking at the live stats to see what Walker McCreary scored that as. That ball's hit deep to left. Back goes Yeary, but he's... Oh, that ball landed at the base of the wall. 1 run will score. And Mackey has a double.
The catcher, number 27, Landon Miller.
All right. So Collado himself was called out on batter's interference. And then Cabrera doubled the left field, and Snell scored. So that is all of those events that just happened. So the count is 1-0. And that pitch was fouled out of play. So the count's even at 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, I'm still missing an out. The 1-2 pitch coming from Nick Redmond. And that pitch is fouled back over my head. That ball's hit hard back up the middle. What a diving catch by Cam Weston to make the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium for the Builders' half of the 3rd inning in just a moment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Leading things off for the Apprentice School, the left fielder, number 0, Nate Yeary.
All right, that is fixed. So that's Nate Erie leading off for the Builders this top half of the third inning. Nate squares and fouls it down into the ground. Strike 2 to Nate. So through 2 innings of work, Colin has given up 3 hits and no runs. That was a slow off-speed pitch, popped way into the air. In comes the left fielder, and Jack Velacevic makes the catch.
And for the Apprentice School, the shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston.
That'll bring up Cam Weston, the Builder shortstop. The 0-1 pitch. Ball. Counts even at 1-1. Pitch is hit into left field, high and deep, and it's going to one-hop the wall. And Cam will, if he hustles, will get in with it. It's not a leadoff double, but a double.
Now at the plate, the designated hitter, number 14, Jeremy Harmon.
That'll bring up Jeremy Harmon, who doubled to center his first at-bat. I've no clue what this is about. All right, Harmon steps in. Like I said, Jeremy doubled to center his last at-bat in the first inning. The 0-1 is pulled just foul down the third base line. It is probably a 1.5 foot foul. Builders need to string some hits together. Score some runs. Hit to the right field. And it hits the base of the wall. Cam will score. And Harmon's safe at second with a second double of the inning.
Now at the plate, the right fielder, number 5, Jet Winslow.
Jet Winslow grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. He bats again with a runner at second. One out. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Inside, ball 1. High ball 2. Starting another busy weekend of college sports, obviously, this weekend. Builders only play today. Kick the pitch. Outside. 3-1. NCAA tournament's in full swing, though. Hopefully your bracket is looking okay at the moment. Mine actually isn't doing that bad, in my opinion. Pretty sure I still have all my Final Four teams. As Jet draws a walk. I went 3-1 in the games yesterday. My only loss I couldn't win because oh no, I did. I lost. No, I didn't lose the Final Four team because that's was the Duke game last night. So I did not have Alabama playing Duke. But I did have Alabama winning tomorrow to go to the Final Four. That pitch was popped to foul ground in right field, and it is not caught. It's just a long strike in a way for Caleb Russell. He singled to center last inning. Way ahead on that off-speed pitch. He just couldn't hold up. I was not a complete SEC homer in my bracket. I did only have 2 teams from the SEC going to the Final Four. That ball's blooped into shallow center. It's going to land. And Scarola originally stopped Harmon. And then with the bobble, sent him.
Now batting the first baseman, number 22, Hunter Johnson.
So I'll bring up Hunter Johnson. He singled to right his last at-bat. La, la, la. So Tyler Smith will come in and courtesy run again for Hunter. That pitch is outside, ball 1. I was an Alabama homer, though. I did have Alabama and Auburn in the championship game next week, with Bama winning the rubber match of the series for the year to win the national title. And Hunter pulls that one down the right field line. It is fair. 1 run is in. Scroll is going to hold the runner at third, and Hunter gets himself a double.
At the plate for the Apprentice School, the center fielder, number 24, Mason Cox.
So that'll bring up Mason Cox. The center fielder, he struck out his first at-bat of the game. The first pitch to Mason is a ball. The Builders taking a 2-run lead. That Pitch. Fouled back. Out of play. Again, beautiful day here at the ballpark. Sun is shining. Clouds are getting fewer and fewer. Infield's playing in, trying to prevent the run from scoring. Off-speed pitch bounces in there. Ball 2. Strike 2. Counts even at 2-2 with 1 out. The wind might be picking up out there too. Two-two pitch is hitting to right field. Going back is the right fielder. It's over his head. 1 run will score. And Hunter's waved around. And Mason's made the turn at second. And he is in with a triple.
Now at the plate, the second baseman, number 34, Cam Richardson.
So that'll bring up Cam Richardson. I almost just said Cam, but that wouldn't help because there's 2. Cam Richardson, the second baseman, he reached on a fielder's choice in his last at bat. First pitch to the builder, second baseman, is a strike. Foul. Strike 2. So 0-2 is the count to the builder second baseman here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kick the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So got him swinging. And Landon Turner, the builder third baseman, will come to the plate for his second at bat. His first at bat, he popped out to left to end the second inning. And he hits that ball to center, but center fielder Snell's got a beat on it and makes the play for the final out of the inning. Builders put up 5 runs on 5 hits. I believe it's 5 hits. Anyway, we'll call it 5 hits. Why not? Who's going to correct us? Probably Walker. 5 runs, 5 hits. Oh, there was an error. 1 man was left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium in the top of the 4th inning in just a moment.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Welcome back to War Memorial Stadium, top of the 4th inning. Builders took a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 3rd by scoring 5 runs. Leading off for MacU is Darius Boswell. He flew out to right field his first at-bat. The first pitch he sees is a strike. Pops that ball high, shallow right. Catch is made by the second baseman. Camden Richardson. That'll bring up Titus Bleckley for the Mustangs. Through 3 innings, Redmond 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, struck out 2, walked 3. And the first pitch to Bleckley was a strike. Second pitch was also a strike. So Bleckley's quickly down 0-2. New addition at War Memorial Stadium. I'm going to say today. I'm sure it's been here probably since last weekend's pitch clock. So clock in center field, counting down in between pitches, in between innings, clock behind the plate. Ball. Oh, I hit the wrong button. My bad. 2-2 is the count. I'm not sure if you can see it in the wide shot, but it is just to the left field side of the batter's eye. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Redmond did get him swinging. Second out of the inning. I'll bring up Nolan Colwell, the DH. He walked his first at bat. You can at least see the box. Let's put it that way. Maybe if it's a big enough screen, you can see the number in there. But pitch was tipped backwards. You know, you can. Now I have a goal for the next one. Next home game is to maybe try to add that pitch clock into that shot right there. Kind of a check swing back up the middle. Cam Scoops fires the Hunter for the third out of the inning. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium in the Builders half of the fourth in just.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning. 2 up for the Builders. This is the top of the order, so 1, 2, 3. Yuri, Weston, Harmon for the Builders.
Leading things off for the Builders in the bottom of the fourth, the left fielder, number 0, Nate Yuri.
So Nate Yuri steps in. Nate is 0 for 2 in the game so far. That first pitch there is a strike. Nate grounded out to the first baseman and popped out to the left fielder in his 2 at-bats. Inside ball. Oh, and I just clicked strike. But inside ball 1. Count is even at 1-1. Strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Outside, 2-2. Nate fouls that one off to stay alive. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Hit in on the hands of Nate Erie, but it'll drop into right field for a single.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston. Cam popped to center field in his first at-bat, doubled to left his last at-bat, and scored a run. And that 5-run builder third inning. First pitch is high, ball 1. There's Nate's lead at first. Checks the runner. Outside part of the plate, strike 1. Inside. Runner goes. Throw got by him. So Nate is in safely at second. What I think is his 5th. Oh, yeah, that's his first time he's been on base. So it's his 5th stolen base of the season. With runners on, the Builders are 5 for 11 today and 4 for 10 with them in scoring position.
Now coming to the plate, the designated hitter.
That'll bring up Jeremy Harmon, the DH, as Cam earns a walk. Let's see what we got here. As Mac Hughes, coach, comes out to the mound, he takes the ball. So that'll do it for Colin Langley. And we'll be back to War Memorial Stadium. And I'll introduce the new pitcher in just a moment.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
All right, welcome back in. Cutter Williams is the new pitcher for the Mustangs. Cutter is at 8.11 ERA, 6 appearances. He's thrown 19 innings. So we'll see how the Builders fare against Mr. Williams. I feel like it's a great pitcher's name, too. You know, Cutter Williams. First pitch to Jeremy Harmon. Kind of hit him, I feel like maybe in on the hands. It didn't have much sound, but he hit it all the way to the warning track. Nate Erie's got to get on his horse because Cam is right on his heels. There's no one covering third, so Jeremy on the air gets third base.
At the plate, the right fielder, number 5, Jet Winslow.
That'll bring up Jet Winslow. He's walked, scored a run his last at-bat and grounded out to the second baseman. His first at-bat, his first pitch he sees is a strike. So the 0-1 pitch from Cutter is hit into left field. Back goes the left fielder, but he's going to look at it, land in the bullpen.
And that ball's out of here. 2-run home run for Jet Winslow.
That ball lands in the bullpen of the Builders as Jet goes yard. It's Jet's first home run of the season and RBI 14 and 15. So now bring up Caleb Russell. So Caleb Russell's come to the plate. Bases cleared, no outs. And an 8-run lead for the Builders. Swing and a miss, strike one. I was down on the field with the Builders during batting practice, and the ball just really seemed to carry today. I don't know if the wind's stronger than it really looks or feels. Blowing out to left and center. That pitch was hit into the hole at short. And really, Cabrera made a good play to get there. And I thought he was going to attempt to throw, but he kind of stumbled on his steps. So Tyler Smith coming in as a courtesy runner once again, as Hunter Johnson comes to the plate. Hunter's single, doubled, and scored. He's looking at an 0-1 count. Pitches outside. 1-1. Two and one. Why? Swing and a miss, strike two. Counts even, 2-2. Hunter hits that ball hard to, not hard, but hits it to right. It'll drop. Hunter gets his third hit of the day and another single to right.
Center fielder, number 24, Mason Cox.
That'll bring up Mason Cox, the center fielder. Mason's 1 for 2 today, singled. I'm sorry, he struck out and tripled to right in his last at bat. Mason's looking at a 1-0 count. Inside, 2-0. Runners on first and second. And he hits that ball high, shallow right field. Out goes the second baseman. In comes the right fielder. No one's. It would have been an amazing catch by the second baseman in all reality. And a good throw would have had Hunter at second.
Batting next for the Apprentice School, the second baseman, number 34, Cam Richardson.
So that'll bring up Cam. Who's reached Cam. Oh, scratch that. Got us a pinch hitter. Matt Phoebus coming in to pinch hit for the Builders. So we'll have to see where he goes. Got an idea. Oh, and 2 is the count to Phoebus. He's got the bases loaded and nobody out. Corners are in, middle infield's, I guess you could say, normal depth. As Phoebus pulls that one foul towards the third base dugout. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Phoebus reaches and softly grounds to short. They flip to second and don't get him. Couldn't tell if he took off earlier. If he just really hit the ball that soft. So Landon Turner steps up to the plate. He's popped out to center and popped out to left in his last 2 at-bats. Fouled back to the screen. Strike 2. The 0-2 from Cutter. Outside, ball 1. Pitch is hit towards right. Again, that's going to be a little more shallow. It's going to drop. The right fielder never really had a good beat on it. As Hunter comes in to score.
Now to the top of the lineup, the left fielder, number 0, Nate Geary.
So Nate Yeary, who started off this inning with a single to right. Got a helmet change at third. We got that all squared away. So, Nate Yeary's got the bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Nate checks his swing, kind of, but not really. Strike one. Nate hits it into left field as it drops halfway between short and left field. Scrolla holds the runner. Everybody's safe.
Back next, the shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, Cam Weston. He walked his first at-bat of the inning. Low and away, ball one. Still nobody out. Bases loaded. That's in there for strike one. For Cam Weston, the builder shortstop. Got Matt Phoebus on third. Landon Turner on second. Nate Yeary on first. That pitch is inside. Ball two. That one's ripped to left field. It one hops the left fielder. In comes Matt Phoebus to score. And everybody's safe.
Batting the designated hitter, number 14, Jeremy Harmon.
Score. That'll bring up Jeremy Harmon. He's 3 for 3 today. And I'm not going to say it. First pitch for Jeremy is the ball. Looks like the scoreboard's stuck. Inside, ball two. The 2-0 to Jeremy Harmon. Swing and a miss, strike one. On a pitch that might have been outside, but that's okay. Outside, ball two, or ball three, I'm sorry. 3-1 to the builder DH. High, and Jeremy draws a 5-pitch walk, as that will bring in Landon Turner. Next up is Jet Winslow.
Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Jet Winslow.
Jet homered his last at-bat, put a ball in the bullpen. He walked, and he's grounded out to the second baseman. And the first pitch to Jet is outside, ball one. So baseball, we say a lot about, stringing hits together. And since Jet's home run and until Jeremy Harmon walked, every batter that came up hit a single. So that's stringing hits together. 2-1's a count. Out comes the coach. Let's see if he's going to take the ball and we end up with a new pitcher, or is this just a conversation? I think it's just a conversation for right now. I don't think McDonald knows it's just a conversation. So 2-1's a count to the Builder right fielder. That pitch is way outside, and it ricochets off the wall hard. 3-1 is the count. With as hard as it came off the wall, no Builder was able to move up. Three and one is the count to Jet. Foul tip into the dirt. Well, the proverbial dirt. Seeing as the infield is a artificial surface. Swing and a miss. Strike three on Jet. So Jet goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Caleb Russell.
So that'll bring up Caleb Russell, the catcher for the Builders. He had an infield single to short his first at-bat this inning. Grounds that one weakly to first. They go to second, and that was thrown away into left field. All the runners will move up one base on that throwing error. And again, Tyler Smith is in to run for Caleb. Hunter's now up to the plate. Hunter singled to right his last at-bat. And he fouls that one off. And that pitch was hit sharply to right field. One hops the right fielder. He fires it in, but not before Jeremy Harmon can score the Builders' 16th run of the day. And that'll do it for Mr. Cutter. As out comes the coach, we'll step aside and we'll be back to War Memorial Stadium and the new pitcher in just a moment.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
All right, welcome back into War Memorial Stadium. New pitcher for the Mustangs is number 16. That is Owen Stallings. I meant to give you this before, so we'll just do it now. The pitching line for Colin, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, all of which were earned, and walked 2 and struck out 2. The current line for Cutter, who is responsible for the 2 Builder base runners currently, is he went a third of an inning, gave up 9 hits, 10 runs, 9 of those were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 1, but he is still responsible for the 2 Builders out on the base paths. So we'll have to see where his line ends up in just a moment. So 24, the center fielder, Mason Cox. Due up. Mason, oh, that's the wrong lineup. Mason has tripled to right, singled to right, and struck out. Catcher's interference. They're going to award first base to Mason. Coach wants an explanation. I mean, I did not see it. But it got catcher got hit pretty good. Umpires got together and I guess talked it out and agree. So I don't see any motion for them to come, for Mason to come back. That'll bring Matt Phoebus to the plate. Think he's going to be okay. Going to give him a couple tosses just to see. Landon says he's fine.
Now batting for the Apprentice School, number 8, Matt Phoebus.
So that'll bring Matt Phoebus to the plate. One out, bases loaded. Phoebus reached on a fielder's choice. His first at-bat this inning and only at-bat of the game. And that pitch is in there, strike one. That's hit high and into foul territory. But nowhere where any Mustang could make the play. So as the fielders return to their positions, the second baseman, the first baseman, the right fielder, all over there. The 0-2. Ball one. High ball two. Count is even at 2-2. Yeah, Mason Cox on first. I honestly can't. And hit to second. Bobbles. And gets Matt at first. So Matt Phoebus is the second out of the Builder inning. But a run does score. That'll bring up Landon Turner. Landon is 1 for 2. 1 for 3 this game. And the first pitch he sees is a ball. Runners at second and third. 2 down here in the Builder half of the fourth inning. Ball 2. Nope, it's not a 4-2 count. It's a 2-0 count. 3-0. I'm not. And 4 straight pitches. Landon draws himself a walk.
Now to the top of the lineup, the left fielder, number 0, Nate Urey.
So, Nate Urey comes up to bat for the third time of the inning. And he's hit by the pitch.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Cam.
So Cam steps up to the plate. He's 2 for 3 so far today. Add in a walk there as well. Wanted to just quickly check on Urey as he limped down the baseline. Inside. Ball 1. Ball 2. That was lined right to the third baseman for the third out of the inning. He went think it was lined. I actually didn't see it. I just heard the crack and the pop. So that'll do it for the Builder half of the inning. Get you the line here in a second. Oh, I got to hit the right button, though. So the Builders put up 14 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors, 3 men were left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium and the top of the 5th inning in just a moment.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
All right, welcome back. Leading off for the Mustangs is the left fielder, Jack Velocevic. Something like that. Redmond is in for his 5th inning of work. First pitch from Redmond this inning was a ball. And that pitch was fouled away. Redmond, wrong screen. Redmond has thrown in 4 innings. He's given up 1 hit, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 3. Thrown a total of 68 pitches in those 4 innings. And he is currently looking at a 2-1 count. 2-2 to the Mustang left fielder. Outside. Count is full. Pitch is hit high in the air. And under it is not Mason Cox. Cam Richardson makes the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 11, Nick
Tommy
Boyle.
Disler is down in the apprentice school bullpen doing some light warming up. Nick Boyle steps in. Nick struck out his first plate appearance as that pitch is hit high and out of play. Strike 1. Pulled foul down the first base line. 2-0-2. Kind of a throw my bat out there swing. Pops to center, Mason Cox.
Now the top of the lineup, the center fielder, number 3, Travis Snell.
That pitch is hit Into left center as Snell gets on base. Snell has reached base all 3 of his plate appearances today. However, he's just now 1 for 1 since he walked twice. We'll bring up Josiah Collado. That pitch was hit towards third, got by Landon. So I guess one of the NAIA batting rules is I think you can sub a player in and out at least once. So while Matt Phoebus hit for Cam Richardson, Cam is back at second. That pitch is hit high in the air. Hunter's under it, makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. That'll do it. No runs. 1 hit, I think. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th inning in just a moment.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back, bottom of the 5th inning. Like I said, the rule is you can re-enter once. So that is how Cam was able to go back to second base. So that can't happen again, but we'll keep moving on. Due up for the Builders is 3-4-5, Jeremy Harmon, Jet Winslow, and Caleb Russell. So the DH, Jeremy Harmon, leading off. He's 3 for 3, 3 triples, and a walk. So the Builders hold an 18-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Jeremy hits that one kind of softly to short. Cabrera up and fires across the diamond for the 1st out of the inning. So Jet Winslow now comes to the plate. Jet is 1 for 3. Grounded out to second, walked, homered, and struck out. And the first pitch Jet sees is a strike. Bryce Post now takes his glove. Goes down to the Builder bullpen. There will be a new pitcher in for the Builders at the start of the 6th inning. So I can see Redmond getting some tape. Or not some tape, but some ice on his arm. Count. It's now 1-2 on the Builder right fielder here in the bottom of the 5th inning. kind of agree with Walker McCreary. That pitch looked pretty good. The 2-2. Hit sharply to third. Nice stop by the third baseman. He's up and got him. So that was a great play. Wrong number 2 by Darius Boswell at third base for the Mustangs.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Caleb Russell.
That'll bring Caleb Russell to the plate. Caleb is 3 for 3 and reached on an error. And he puts that one between the first and second baseman. And Caleb is aboard for the 5th time today. Caleb reaches safely.
At the plate, the first baseman, number 22, Hunter Johnson.
Caleb will do his own running this time. Brings up first baseman Hunter Johnson. Hunter's 4 for 4, 3 singles and a double. And he pulls that one down the right field line. There goes Caleb off to third base. Caleb gets first to third. And Hunter has his 5th single of the day.
Number 24, Mason Cox.
That'll bring Mason Cox back to the plate. Mason is 1 for 3. Or I'm sorry, 2 for 3. Reached on catcher's interference last time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Pitcher stepped off the rubber. Hunter at first. The pitch is popped into left field, and Tyler Smith came in to do the last 90 feet for Caleb Russell.
Second baseman, number 34, Cam Richardson.
Cam Richardson, the second baseman, is coming in to hit. He was pinch hit for last inning by Matt Phoebus. So Matt got himself 2 at-bats today. First pitch is fouled away. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. As that ball's hit sharply to short, he picks it up, scoops it to second for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Builders put up 1 run that inning. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium for the top of the 6th inning and more Builder baseball in just a moment.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
All right, a few changes for the Builders this half inning. We've got Connor Gregory in left. In center's number 33, Tyler Smith. And a new pitcher is number 23, Tommy Disler. Let's get some stats on Disler, maybe. Tommy Disler, he's only pitched 2 innings. Or, I'm sorry, 2 innings so far this season. He's had 1 appearance, struck out 2. So, no line really for Disler. But Nick Redmond, his day is done. Pitched great today. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run. That was earned. He walked 3, struck out 3. So, not a bad outing for Mr. Redmond. First pitch from Disler's in there for a strike. Inside, 1-1. Pitch was hit pretty solid to left field.
Third baseman number 2.
For the 4th hit of the game for the Mustangs. That was not Cabrera. That was Landon Miller. First pitch to Darius Boswell's a strike. Courtesy running is Jamison Miller for the Mustangs. The 0-1. Strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. It's hit through the hole at short. I think if Landon would have held on to that.
The second baseman, number 24, Titus Fleckley.
Jamison would have been out. Miller would have been out at third if he would have held on to it. It just didn't stay in his glove, unfortunately. That'll bring up Titus Bleckley for the Mustangs. So for 2 today. Caleb's going to go out and have a chat with the young Builder pitcher. I think, probably just confirming signs. That's what I would assume. That's first pitch to Titus is a ball. I mean, I don't know what to make of this. It's just a baseball field, but Jaden Anderson and Justin Bradshaw are outside the dugout just playing catch. So I don't know if one of them's lightly warming up Maybe Bradshaw's warming up to go out in the field. Who knows? The 2-0 pitch. Inside 3-0. Strike. 3-1 to Titus. And that pitch is hit high into left field. Under it is Connor. He makes a catch. In comes the throw, and there will be no relay made. MacU gets their second run of the day.
The designated hitter, number 20, Nolan Colwell.
I'll bring up the DH, Nolan Colwell. Outside, ball one. Apparently missed a builder run somewhere. Swing. I would say swing and a miss, but he definitely tipped that. I heard a little bit. Counts even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is hitting the hole between first and second. And Nolan is on for the second time today.
Left fielder, number 6, Jack Velikovich.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Jack Velikovich. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Outside, ball one. A wide shot reset itself, so looks like it's back. High, ball two. Oh, ball three, sorry. 3-0. Ben Jones coming out to have a quick word with the young pitcher. Feeling the basic message here is got a comfortable lead. Just throw strikes, my man. Trust your defense. And we'll get out of this inning. Runners on first and third. The 3-0 pitch is high and inside, ball four.
First baseman, number 11, Nick Boyle.
Nick Boyle, the first baseman, comes to the plate. It's 0 for 2 today. Struck out and popped out to the right, or I'm sorry, the center fielder. That one's foul. Hops into the Mustang dugout. I guess you could say it's another new addition. ODU, Old Dominion University, their baseball field is being worked on this season. So they've played a couple games here at War Memorial. They've also played some at Harbor Park. That pitch is hit hard and is foul, says home plate umpire. So the Sun Belt Athletic Conference has a depth rule. I guess maybe it's in a D1 across all of D1. So in order to meet that, kind of brought in some portable stanchions and added to the dugout out in front of the dugout. So the 0-2 pitch to Nick Boyle. Outside, ball one. Same spot, outside, ball two. Counts even, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, got him.
Center fielder number 3, Travis Smith.
So that's the second strikeout of Boyle today. That'll take us to the top of the order. Travis Snell. He's 1 for 1. He singled his last at bat, and has 2 walks. So he has reached safely every time. And the first pitch he sees is a strike. Bases loaded, 2 down. Top of the 6th inning. Inside ball. Count is even at 1-1. Outside, ball two. Good stop by Caleb. Three and one. Nowhere to put him. Got to throw strikes. Mackey gets there. Second run of the inning. Brings up Josiah Collado. He's 0 for 3. Hits that ball into center field. Under it is Tyler. He makes the catch for the third and final out of the inning. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium and the middle and the bottom of the 6th inning after this.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
All right, welcome back. War Memorial Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. Builders still hold a 17-run lead, 20-3 on the MacU Mustangs. Due up for the Builders. I'm actually going to have to figure it out. No, it's the third baseman, number 12. Landon Turner. I apparently missed what happened at the end of that inning. First pitch, Landon sees, is a strike. Grounded through the hole at first, and Landon will be safely aboard with a leadoff single. It'll take us to the top of the order. And Connor Gregory took over in left field. And 2-0. Oh, 1-1. Hey, I need to go to the right inning. Count is even at 1-1. Turner at first. Connor pokes it right back up the middle. Nice stop by the shortstop. And they get the lead runner.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Cam Weston.
That'll bring up Cam Weston. Cam is 2 for 4 today. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. One and one as that pitch was high. Outside. 2-1. Two and two. Cam pulls that ball down the line, not down the line, into the hole at short. For a single to left.
Now pitch hitting for the
So Gavin Garland pinch hitting for DH Jeremy Harmon. The Builders now have runners on first and second. With one out. First pitch Garland sees as a strike. The 0-1. Hit right to. And the first baseman's pulled off the bag, so he's safe at first. I almost said Collado at short, but it's Cabrera at short. Mason Mitchell pinch hitting for Jet. First pitch Mason sees as a strike. And strike two. So 0-2, 2 outs. 2 on, first and third. Runner goes, swing and a miss, doesn't matter. So, Builders, no runs, couple hits, no errors, maybe one error, no men left on base. We'll be back to War Memorial Stadium in the top of the 7th inning in just a moment.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
All right. Couple defensive changes for the Builders. Justin Bradshaw coming into play second base. And Mason Mitchell stayed in to play right field. So I'm assuming that would make I'm thinking Garland the DH now. Jaden Anderson on to pitch for the Builders. He's the third pitcher for the Builders today. Trying to hold these Mustangs. Leading off for the Mustangs. I have is RJ Cabrera. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, was RJ Cabrera, and he grounded out to the third baseman. Sorry about that. So that'll bring up Landon Miller, the catcher. He's 1 for 3 today. Singled to left in his last at-bat. That's in there for a strike. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count to the MacU catcher. Foul. So we'll do it again. Chris Scrolla comes down to get the ball. The 0-2 in the dirt. Swung and a miss. And the throw to first gets him in time for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 2, Darius Boswell.
So that'll bring up the third baseman, Darius Boswell. Boswell singled to left in his last at-bat, has popped out to the second baseman and the right fielder. First pitch to Darius is a strike. And that one's hit softly to third. Scoop by Landon. Throw over to first. That'll do it. Builders take this one. Builders take this one 20-3. The Builders score 20 runs on 23 hits and commit 0 errors. They score, and the MacU Mustangs score 3 runs on 6 hits and commit 4 errors. Builders back in action next week. I said it was a busy weekend, but it's kind of going to be a busy week next week for the Builders. Builders play Monday, Tuesday, and Friday here at War Memorial Stadium. Monday and Tuesday are both 2 p.m. starts of single games versus Virginia Peninsula Community College and Paul D. Camp Community College. And then Friday is a doubleheader starting at noon with Bryant and Stratton. And then the Builders are home again on Tuesday the 8th. So a lot of games for the Builders at home here in the next week and a half. So come on out, support the Builders. We're hoping for some beautiful weather. Again, the Builders take, we'll say, the rubber match of the series. As I quickly scroll down, I don't see another one against MacU. So the Builders win the season series 3-2 against MacU, and we'll be back in action again on Monday. So until then, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday.